Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan, I'm hunting for the Mox, and I'm doing that in my 22nd M13 Swiss draft. I love the Swiss drafts, I love M13, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun here. During the last draft I had myself a Liliana, but I lost track of the draft itself. I didn't read the signs, I wanted to avoid Black-White Exalted, and I ended up with a subpar deck which lost me one match, which was very essential for the whole tournament. And I didn't get a QP, so this time I'm gonna be better at reading signs. I'm not gonna be afraid of any deck. I am good enough to play any deck in M13, even Black-White Exalted. Just get the removal, and last time I would have received 3 pacifisms in white, and I lack the removal in black. I have MTG Goldfish up for current card prices. I know that I should probably should take Mutilate for money, but not Queer on Dryad. I will be very tempted to take Rupine Crag because I need it for my modern deck. But that's like a really weak reason. So it's M13 draft time. I have been waiting quite a while for this, almost 50 minutes, since there were 4 players in the queue. These are my last M13 boosters, but if I do it 2-1, as I'm prone to, I will play Phantom Seals till I win some packs. Krenko seems like a decent first pick. We note Pacifism, Sleep, Shade, and Safe Passage. But we are picking Krenko, Mob Boss, cause he's our boy. The value of goblins just went up, but Krenko's command is still a crap card in my book. Unless I also have an Arms Dealer. But I will now read signals like Sherlock Holmes. And do the right thing. And picking Krenko is always the right thing. He is one of the better bombs in the format. At least a top 10 card. I'd say he is better than the top uncommons. I think I'd rather have Krenko than Talrand's Invocation. Intrepid Hero has no such abilities, but Arms Dealer has. So what am I sending here? I'm sending like mediocre black cards, mediocre white cards, a Timberpack Wolf, a blue ring, Intrepid Hero, but I'm red. I just heard about a mono-red deck doing well. There's another sleep, so someone is gonna sleep. Someone's gonna sleep real tight. The Flinthoof board looks very tempting. Could wheel. And I could wait with choosing my other color and take the turn to slag. But I know I want green to be my other color, basically. So I'm very comfortable in red-green, and I think Flinthoof board is just a much stronger card than turn to slag if I am red-green. Arsonist makes an easy pick here then, with all the synergy going on here. Normally I would take Elvish Visionary over him, but this is the Goblin deck. But is it as much of a Goblin deck that I will actually take the Battle Jester? He is such crap. And I think I'd rather take the green ring. We have been known to pick ground seals for value. Guardians and Divine Verdict here. They are interesting, but we are taking the ground seal. Naturalize, Safe Passage, the Ox. Nothing much of note. Make a note on Naturalize for the sideboard. There is Mark of the Vampire. And I'll take that as a black signal. I don't like Reckless Brute a lot. I do like Scroll Thief, but I am picking Mark of the Vampire because it's the stronger card. Kindled Fury, Smelt, Whalebone, Goal. Well, I guess it's Smelt for the sideboard. It's Naturalized number 2 against artifacts. But I think that the very promising color of red has dried up. And green is not delivering either. Are they telling us to go blue-white? Firemental is playable in a pinch, but it's not a very good card. Bond Beetle is just horrible. We're picking the Evolving Wilds, so we can actually have a splash. I prefer to have Evolving Wilds and a Farseek and 2 lands for a 3-card splash. Then I feel pretty comfortable with the splash. A Mark of the Vampire is, as you know, quite a strange card. But with the Mark of the Vampire in the deck, I will now look for the Hexproof Beasts more than normally. Primal Hunt Beast, that is. But look at this, the green thing. Yeah, you saw the Cleaver Riot guy in the last tournament. A lot of 2-1 goblins. It must be bad. Craterize. I'll make a note of whatever that was. What was it? I forgot it. Voidstalker. It's a murder. We could now go black-red. Black-red is very solid. And I really like murder. And Flames of the Firebrand is clearly the strongest card here. Arctic Haven is a pretty good card, and somebody's getting a very good blue-white deck here that will probably kick our ass, but Flames helps a lot against that. I would love to pick up Flunkies, more Arms Dealers. I don't think the Green Ring will see a lot of play in this deck. Unless something changes. They seem to be passing me the red cards, but they are holding on to the green cards. There's another Flinthoof boar. I love myself a Chandra's Fury. And Flinthoof boar could be the wrong way to go here. But I'm still gonna pick it. If nothing else, you can sell them for 11 cents to MTGO Bazaar bot. There is a Primadox and a Mark. Do we have any synergy with the Primadox? No, not really. But we could get it. We don't really have anything working with the Mark of the Vampire either. But are we green or are we black? It's a very good question, but here are some green cards. And I do have sheep cards to bounce. Is it the Deadly Recluse? Is it the Arbor Elf for the 3rd turn Krenko? I think it's gotta be the Arbor Elf actually. And there is my Chandra's Fury. They're just passing me those Velkin turns. Hey! Mr. Acidic Slime. And now I really miss that Roaring Primadox. Yeah, get 5 mana, 5 damage is not unreasonable. But I'm getting very expensive. Goblin or Baloth? The Baloth is just a stronger card. So the first pack has wheeled. The second pack has wheeled. Was what I meant to say. The first pack of the second pack. You can't really say that, can you? I'll play a wild guess. Sometimes. Nine creatures. Centaur coursers, spiders, stuff like that. Very appreciated. Did I have a fantasy of something wheeling? No, Reckless Brute, you suck! But there is a hole in the mana curve there. God damn it. Will I not play you at all? No, I won't play you. They're wheeling me Archaeomancer. Hate the Archaeomancer. Double sleep Archaeomancer deck will not be available on my watch. Reckless Bruce is making it into the deck. Stop him. $18 playables. Or 16 playables. Really skeptic to that guy. This is where we're supposed to get a good card. And I think our best card here is actually Rummaging Goblin. And given that we are goblin.deck, he will be helpful. A double ground seal, double mark, Bloodhunter Bat. Is it the Bloodhunter Bat? Still haven't got the Hunt Beast. I'm tempted to get the ground seal. No, it's Bloodhunter Bat. $13 cards to go. That Prey Upon looks pretty good. I'd like myself an Elvish Vision. I only have 12 creatures. But I think I got to go for the removal. We're out of green. We don't really need another Fire Elemental. Double Naturalize and double Smelt. The artifact deck will get killed by us. Wall of Fire to hide behind while we build Krenko. I think it's better to have Rise from the Grave for Krenko. Oh, it's a lot of high casting cost cards. Not good. And we have the Mark of the Vampire. But I like to pick up some 2 or 3 casting cost cards here, because this curve is getting too expensive. Harbor Bandit. Do I hate the Harbor Bandit here? I think I do. He is a pain. And I have to pick the Minotaur. Ooh, what a weird deck I have. I still don't have... No, I'm not gonna play you, Mr. Dragon Hatchling. I have only 5 green creatures. I can't play the green ring. I could play the Kindle Fury. "23 cards. I think I'll cut the 5-drop, probably Fire Elemental, and make it a Mark of the Vampire instead. And Rise from the Grave for Acidic Slime, Krenko, and whatever we manage to kill on his side. Maybe Arm Stealer as well is useful to get back. I'm playing the Ground Seal. But this is a bad curve. It is way too expensive. And I am tempted to play 18 land, but I have no mana outlet. I have nowhere to put all the extra mana. Except into the Wild Guess. It's a rather weird splash. But this looks like an 18 land deck, actually. Have I left something out? I left the Reckless Brute out instead of the Fire Elemental. But Fire Elemental got to be better than the Reckless Brute. Yeah, it is. Only 6 forests for the elf. I don't really need double green until the Acidic Slime. So this could work. I only need double red for Turn to Slag, Krenko, and Fire Elemental. If I go to 8 mountains, I will have a mountain, not counting Evolving Wilds, on turn 3 I will have 2 mountains. So I think this is the way I'm gonna do it. So 3 swamps, 6 forests, 8 mountains, and an Evolving Wilds. It's number 22. So this deck has no aerial defense, no plummet, no spider, no anything. So we will have to deal with the aerial assault by Flames, Arm Stealer, Turn to Slag, Chandra's Fury, and Mark of the Vampire and prey upon. And that's a couple of cards that can deal with it, but it is definitely a risk. And only 5 green creatures, so the green ring stays in the sideboard. I'm a bit skeptical to Rise from the Grave. Maybe Rise from the Grave should have been the Reckless Brute to get another creature, but Reckless Brute is so weak. And I can't really play Murder. It looked like I could go red-black, splash green there for a while, but it wasn't really there for me. So maybe I missed something. This wasn't the deepest red-green deck. Though there is... I'm not too happy to play the Canyon Minotaurs. My curve is a bit bad. I can probably get rushed by quick deck. I do have Bloodhunt Bat and Mark to help me get back into the game. My strong bomb is Krenko. And Arm Stealer has 2 other goblins to blow up. And Krenko. He shouldn't show Krenko on somebody. Then I will get pissed with him. Pissed at him. Angry with him. You know what I mean. English is not my native language. I will say weird things at times. I have submitted a deck. Can this deck win a tournament? I sure hope so. There's a duress in the sideboard as well. I'll make a note of that. And triple smelt. Main deck Groundswell felt pretty good in the last match, actually. In the last tournament. As it shuts down Archaeomancers. I have to check on that now. Archaeomancer takes a target card, right? Yes. And Ground Seal is... can't target cards in the graveyard. But Rise from the Grave and Ground Seal, not the best. So I'm putting the Reckless Brute in the deck. And he is definitely someone I am uncomfortable with playing. So he will be thrown out when I need to sideboard. But I think he's better than a naturalized main deck. We also have Kindle Fury, which is Kindle Fury and Wild Guess, which is a sign that the draft has gone horribly wrong. But the Goblin deck is there. The Minotaurs are not horrible, not at all. But they are about the level of the Fire Elemental, maybe 6 to 8 pick card. And here we go. Somebody got past a Thundermaw. Max Cavalera. I have this tendency to think that everyone is someone I know that is good, that has beaten me before. But it's seldom the case. What the hell kind of hand is this? I'm sending this back. Am I? Oh, no. I know that I'm supposed to send back hands like this, but it hurts so bad. 2 playables, the Wild Guess. It's borderline, but I probably should send it back, but I just can't make myself do it. Now I have to fair plays like the Thunderwolf card, the 1/1 for strike in white. He's like, no, really dangerous for this hand. But he doesn't play him in one hand. And of course, with a hand like this, you always draw land. Or that thing that you can't cast. Okay, let's see if Reckless Brute can hit once. If he can and then get killed 1-for-1ing something, I'm happy. Here's Knight of Infamy. He will probably not block. So if I could actually draw a Swamp here and cast Mark of the Vampire on the Reckless Brute next turn against the white-black deck, it could possibly work. Except that he should be able to play something that blocks it. But he could play something that can block it before the Mark of the Vampire, but not after. Of course I will probably get pacified and get 2-for-1. But if I get in a one blow for 5 damage, it's still rather good. Now it looks like he will miss his land drop, but I know it's just... No! But that's okay. I'm okay with him getting 1-for-1. That's like high score for that guy. Because he's so bad. But now I need a creature. That card is not too bad unless he casts something on his knight. But hopefully he will cast like a Servant of Nepharox now. That wasn't very good. I probably have to kill the knight here. And I probably have to do it before he untaps. Right? At least now he can't attack. And I will be able to draw some cards with my Ground Seal action. My god, Jayem Daitome. He didn't get the memo that it sucks now. Because it used to be really good. But in this slow matchup, I think it will be really good. I'm now representing Prebon. But it might be throwing pearls to the swines. If you know my meaning. No, he fell for it. Nice. And next turn I could cast Mark of the Vampire. But do I do that into open mana? Not sure. The mana is not going to be open. Is he trying to draw a card in his main phase just to... No, he's casting the Sunstriker. And I can't really cast a Wild Guess now. So I am casting Mark of the Vampire. I'm not sure I will attack into 4 open mana. It's really dangerous. But luckily he doesn't keep his mana open. I hope he draws a card now. Oh wow. I think it is profitable for me to attack, or definitely now. But even otherwise, because I would buy time for my Krenko play. And he draws a card in his main phase. It doesn't represent the verdict. If I answer that I'm drafting, please don't answer back. No, not my Wild Guess. He has a main deck duress. But now he is in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be beats. And Mark of the Vampire is just running away with this game. He also had Mark. So we are taking in 1 Naturalize and taking out the Reckless Brute. Guardian of Croatia gonna be thrown under the bus. There, I kill him if he casts Planar Cleansing. Maybe he was going to. I don't think so. Okay, we definitely despise the Reckless Brute. I wasn't very impressed by Wild Guess, but we're bringing in Naturalize. I I saw two things I wanted to naturalize, and they were not super critical. So I'm not gonna bring in another naturalize. I need to see a third thing before I do it. Maybe have too much black mana in the deck. But I'm gonna run like this. I got the Rummaging Goblin. Two things costing 5. But this is a keep, I feel, with the Rummaging Goblin and the Wild Guess. I think I can recover from a hand like this. And there goes the Wild Guess. He should take the Wild Guess. He might take the turn to slag. And I hope that he takes the turn to slag. Would be sweet. No, it was the Wild Guess. And that probably means he has a Crippling Blight for my Goblin. Night of Infamy. And when my Goblin die, it will be very sad. No Servant of Nephrox, but he's missing a land drop. Or is he? We don't know that yet. I think the Goblin is going to die. We still have another chance to draw land. Coastal Canyon Minotaur can deal with the Knight. But this is Crippling Blight, killing exactly as I thought. Tormented Soul will be such a nice kill. But now I need to draw land, and I don't! And he's beating down for 3 points a turn. And soon comes Mark of the Vampire, but we can handle that. We really need to stop this bleeding. And there is the first card on the quest, and the next one will seal the deal, hopefully. And I want that to be a red mana. Now he's gonna attack with the Tormented Soul instead, of course. And I have been drawing mana pretty good here, but I still want to draw more mana. And if he doesn't play anything now and I draw mana, it will be very sweet. But maybe that was too good a thing to hope for. So let's go on the offensive. Which of course is stupid, as we know Mark of the Vampire is coming. But I can kill that guy with Mark of the Vampire on him. But he will cast Mark of the Vampire on the Tormented Soul, of course. Which will be really bad. Chandra's Fury, one time! I'm gonna go 10 damage this time. And if he marks, he will still only do 5. So I'm just gonna swing with everything. Kill him next turn. Mark of the Vampire will get me to 2 lives. But he doesn't have it. He's casting Giant Scorpion. Oh, mana now. Mana, please. Sort of. Okay, I have the naturalize. I will go for the black mana. I will need to leave somebody at home. So I'm gonna attack with the Flinthoof boar and the spiked Baloth. And that way my Chandrasuri will be lethal in itself. Except that it blocks like that, but that's probably pretty good for me. Yeah, it's still lethal. Mark of the Vampire. But that doesn't change anything. Guardian doesn't change anything either. He is exalted. A true hero of his people. Yes! He was white-black. And I have a 2-0 finish in the first round, which is always good. This time I didn't get any value whatsoever, did I? I don't know how I ever find an M13 deck. Swiss draft 22, there it is. I got a 1 ground seal. That's like it. Oh, this is the 23rd draft, of course. This was my last deck. So did I actually call this? No, I called this 22, but it was 23. Krenko is worth nothing. Oh, there's no value in this deck. That's a shame. Edward KCI won. I think Abysmal Player timed out. They played an extremely long time. Adwin and Scrow just tore up their games. So I think I prefer to run into Edward here. And why is Max Cavalera green in the playlist? Because I've already played him? Or... not sure. There is a Pauper Daily event coming up. I'm not sure what to play. I'm thinking about playing Rotwolf Control, that is Infect. That would be a surprise for everybody. And maybe I will. I have to move the cards over to this account, but that's easily done. Still alive at 1-0. And I would very much like to do a 3-0 here. Would take some stress off me. And here is Grove. He was one of the 2-0 players. He wants to go first, and that's okay by me. I curve nicely here if I find the swamp. So I am gonna be happy with the hand. He is on plains. which my first opponent also was. This is pretty strong to be able to swing with 2 3/3s on turn 3. The white ring. I'm gonna make a note of that so we know to sideboard, and there is what I requested. And I will now attack with 2 3/3s on turn 3. How does a blue deck handle that? There's not much Attended Knight can do about it. I guess he will block here. Or maybe not. Maybe he wants to grow the Attended Knight, but it still takes a whole turn before he can block profitably. So I would have blocked there for sure. So is he really going to take it one more time? Well, get him down to 8 and then I hit for 5 with the Mark of the Vampire. So I think the right play here is to cast the Canyon Minotaur. Pacifism is another argument for do I cast the Minotaur? No, I don't. I cast the Minotaur. That's what I do. I want Mark of the Vampire to be a surprise. So next turn he thinks that he can block, but he really cannot. If he leaves mana open now, I will be in terror. If he leaves 4 mana open for the Divine Verdict. But he does not. And it's Scroll Thief. Would like to have him at 4, but that's not very easy. He must have the whole hand full of business now. But his mana is deceiving him. And this is the turn he's going to sacrifice his 1/1 soldier. But then I'm outclassed by the Attended Knight. And it's also... I have one more turn in which to draw turn to slag. Crusader for 4/4. Well, I'm still gonna take out the Attended Knight. And if he blocks with both, I can actually do 1 damage to the Crusader and then burn him out with Flames of the Firebrand. But he could just block with his soldier here and be done with it. Hopefully he blocks poorly. He did it the right way. So then I got to search for the solution in the Goblin. And next turn I will have to double block the... I can't do it anymore. Should have done it earlier. Sunstriker. Interesting. So if I kill the Sunstriker to prevent him from getting lives, cast the Bloodhunter Bat, and then try to ride the Bloodhunter Bat to victory. But the 2 life he gains from the lifelink guy, are they really that important? Because he's bound to have a flyer. I still think that's the play. Three lives. Chandra's Fury. Chandra's Fury to the reception. Calling Chandra's Fury. Oh my god. But it's still too slow. But he plays tricks of the trade. Oh, actually it isn't too slow. It will kill me. Chandra's Fury. No. And I lost. This time I might even look at my next card. Not very interesting. I'm definitely bringing in 2 naturalizes. Taking out the Brute and the Ground Seal. And there we go. That was unfortunate, and I think, yeah, I now need to win the 2. I don't think I know. To keep the dream alive, I have to crush these two duels. And a 1-2 would be a disaster financially. Yes, I do like to play first. He wasn't very impressed by my double Flinthoof boar opening. So now I'm gonna attack with the 3-3 on turn 2. And watch him laugh that off too. I thought attacking with 2 3-3s on turn 3 were pretty impressive. But he didn't agree. Chandra's Fury will be good. He didn't have too many creatures vulnerable to Chandra's Fury. But Mr. Ring, you will not work this time. Wild guess. Yeah, I have no need to naturalize that guy now, do I? So I am wild guessing here. Can I throw away a land? Yes. Alright. Tempting to go do the attending night number again. Oh, it's the Crusader of Odric. As a 1-1. That's very interesting. We have a pretty sweet play against the Tender Knight here. But it's Windrake. Just kill the Windrake and the Crusader dies. So this is my play now. Flinthoof boar. And swing with everything. And naturalize. Pretty good draw. Pretty strong draw. Windrake blocks Goblin Arsonist. Well, then Windrake is going to die. Yes. And now we wait for him tapping out until we cast Chandra's Fury. But we want the blue mana tapped. And of course it will be, because this Crusader can't hold up to my forces by himself. Ooh! Interesting. But he does tap out, so it's all academic. Okay, 1-1. Charge of the Flinthoof boars. Worked a lot better this time when he didn't get that unrealistic attended knight to protect him. And we are doing the same thing again. Haven't seen prey upon one time in this. I haven't seen an Archeomancer. If he has Archeomancers, maybe I should play the ground seal. And where is Krenko? Where's Arms Dealer? It is as if I'm playing Flinthoof board the deck. The attack of the Flinthoof boars. Woohoo! Let's go to Flinthoof town. I imagine that's how Flinthoof boars sounds if they could speak, but they probably cannot. Well, my deck has betrayed me, and this is very, very clearly a mulligan. This is a keep, although not a very good one. We have a Flinthoof boar to hold the forces, and then we have acidic slime to make things happen. The wild guess there is pretty good too. And of course, any hand that includes a turn 2 Flinthoof boar is a good hand. Welkin turn? No, nothing. He might very well have an Essence Scatter here, but we'll fall for that. We haven't seen one yet. And he didn't. So we have the beats going. And he misses a land drop. Yes, please. Yes, he does. And we can send away a forest to the abyss. Well, that's a 1 for 2. So he plays negate. It's interesting. Oh, Glacial Fortress and Pacifism. Well, that's a pretty neat target for our friend the Acidic Slime. Or not. I think it's not. Is it not? Yes, it is not. Because Acidic Slime wants to eat the Glacial Fortress, and now I want to draw land. Oh no. Okay, now he's not eating any mana. But it is the third hit in a row here. So now I'm saving the Acidic Slime for one of his generated artifacts or pacifism. We've seen plenty of stuff from him. So we are keeping the Acidic Slime in hand. Playing another monster that the Griffin Protector cannot handle without an enchantment. And you know what will happen with enchantments? No, Sarah, no, Sarah, no, Sarah. I have no idea what we do against Sarah. I know what we do against the Windrake. So now he must feel compelled to attack. No, he didn't. And I'm happy to trade one of my guys for the Griffin Protector. Could have a Show of Valor, in which case I will look very stupid. But he did not. Don't want to cast Acidic Slime on the land now that he has all the lands he needs. We are waiting to get value. Oh no. Stop drawing lands, Dan. Sphinx of Uthun. Alright, finally some value. But hey. Five lives and Krenko next turn. This could go 1,000 different ways. But it looks like he's flooding. And I'm just gonna attack with both of them. And it's a Spike Baloth actually, because he will trample. What the Do I kill these guys? I think I want to resolve Krenko first. And see that this actually comes through for me. Krenko! Arm Stealer! Okay. Looks pretty good. Krenko and Armstealer must now swing for the win. Yes! I wanted to attribute this victory to Krenko, but that was not true. It was Flinthoof once again who put us in the final of this draft. And Edward is playing slow again, but it is the winner Edvan and Advin that I'm gonna play against. It might have been Edward KCY who was the slow player, but he was defeated by Adwin finally. Maybe even in a timeout. No, there was 7 minutes left. And we are in the final against Adwin. And this deck is definitely not one of my stronger decks. But I hope to do well. And I'm gonna try to play perfect. That's all we can ask. And if I win this, I will go through all the motions of recording the draft. I mean, analyzing the draft and stuff. Yes, I do like... Oh, shit! The classic error! I double-clicked it because it was lagging. Shit! Never ever do that. That was really bad. I wonder what my first hand was. Luckily, I didn't see it. I'm gonna go for the Arbor Elf here and play the Evolving Wilds next turn. But it will be a very unfortunate end if I'm losing because of that. And it's the Baloth, of course, first. And it's a mountain, right? Black-red. Yeah, MagicGatheringStrat. Damn, what if I lose because of that? I'm gonna hate myself. So bad. Full power MagicGatheringStrat. Maybe I'll even cast a Minotaur here actually to have to make it harder to remove. Yeah, and he's staying home. And I am now flooding horribly. Wow, I never do that. That's such a common error. Do you want to play first? Click if nothing happens. Don't ever click again, because you can then auto-mulligan. Like I did. Oh my sweet Jesus. But wait a minute. He will not attack now. Because I will most happily block him. And I'm in trouble. So, Mark of the Vampire and MagicGatheringStrat. What minute is this? 108. I have to go back and look at that later to see what was in my first hand. Oh wow, what do I do now? It's just so bad. Yeah, it's a 2-for-1. Should work. At least he's playing a crap card. But even with all this 10 power, it's worth nothing. Because he is swinging for 10 as well. So I need to take out the Brute. And take in Naturalize. He's gonna kill me in 2 turns. No, he didn't attack with the Hatchling. That's interesting. I would have done that. Oh, woohoo! Stuffidol is indestructible. That's not very good, is it? I can do 10 damage. Flames for 2. Can't kill me now. Unless he has burn, but of course he's well outside of range. Okay. Well, he has Reckless Brute then. Very unfortunate. Stuffy Doll you can't really deal with through any means that I have. But I do definitely want to bring out the Reckless Brute. I'm taking that. I could still overwhelm him with Krenko. Do I duress him? For what? Do I bring in Murder? But Murder doesn't work on the... No, it doesn't, because it's indestructible. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh my god. Can I throw this away? No, I have all my 3 colors of mana. I can't throw it away. But it's really bad. And there will be no QP for me this time. Again. 4 drafts in a row now. Without the QP. Number 20, 21, 22 and 23. Hatchling. That's really good that he plays that. What if that was Flunkies? That would have been really scary. Oh my god! And of course, if you keep a pile under hand, you will draw only land. I hope he just pumps with everything here. Would be sweet. And he does. Not developing his board at all. That's pretty much okay. And I'm gonna cast the Canyon Minotaur here. Right, cause he's the hardest to remove. And we'll save the Arm Stealer until we have 5 mana, but this time I'm gonna play the Baloth so I can hit harder. And now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Does he attack with all his might and don't develop his board, or do he develop his board and then he can't attack with a hatchling? He develops his board. And I think I now Fury him? Or just play the Canyon Minotaur? And block? I should cast Chandra's Fury as soon as I can. No, I can Arm Stealer a Mark of the Vampire creature. And that is even more efficient. Oh, that was tricksy. But he still insists on pumping, which is super awesome for me. It definitely is the Arm Stealer here, who will just blow up himself. And that swamp is going away. Okay, now I'm vulnerable to Mark of the Vampire again. Yeah, I should have Chandra's Fury. I'm so stupid. Damn, I misplayed that. I think it still might work. Will it? I got to get the bat down and then bat Chandra's Fury next turn. So now I might have to take 6. Wait a minute. Mark of the Vampire is an enchantment. Muckwader. So now we Chandra's Fury. Now we Acidic Slime the Mark of the Vampire. Like that. We want to block. Now we'll get him down to 8 and then we can kill him next turn. But how do we survive? We block the Muckwader, but if we... I think we have to block with the Bloodhunter Bat. Because if he has any removal, which he does, he can kill me next turn. Can he? He'll do 4-7 damage, actually. Do I need to swing with both so I can kill with Chandra's Fury next turn? Maybe I do. I'm gonna go the aggressive route. And it might be all wrong. Haste Ring. Pretty nasty. And no attack. So does that mean we win? He can block, but he still takes 4. I think we need to do it. And he does indeed die. There is no block for him now. And we have to cast it before attacking. And then smash face! Die, stupid red-green deck. Black-red deck, sorry. Just die! He is thinking.